Capricorn friends, welcome to your general reading for November 2017. I'm so sorry that it's gotten to the 14th and I haven't posted your video, but here it is. And I guess the good news is in a couple of weeks you'll have your reading for December. So I'm trying to get them all done before I take my leave. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight into it. All right. I feel like you're stepping into a new level of awareness. I feel like you are acknowledging your personal power. And this has come from you physically building a firm foundation. The Tower card is coming across my vision. So that tells me that what wasn't working for you, you have almost completed the cycle of getting rid of all the rubble, and now you're rebuilding. You are coming from your awareness, your newfound awareness, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, actually, there's on all levels, is coming from you taking the time to dismantle what wasn't working for you in your life and putting it back together as you feel it would work best for you. I feel like you're actually, because you've chosen to do that, you are gaining recognition in your field or just for the person you are. Also from Spirit. Spirit is saying, we recognize that you are doing this, that you are acknowledging your new levels of awareness. And I feel like this new way of operating, this new way of being is allowing you to move on, to progress on your journey in wonderful ways. I feel like there's a lot of synchronicity happening around you at the moment, and you're being asked to make all these wonderful choices. So I suppose Okay, so Spirit is saying just make sure that as you're making choices, it's very easy to be excited when we acknowledge our spiritual progression and how that relates on all our bodies, spirit, mental, physical, and emotional. So we're happy that you're excited. Spirit saying it's great that you're excited and all these wonderful things are popping up in your life now. Please make sure that the energy you're putting into making these decisions is balanced. Yeah, so I'm seeing scales. Please make sure that the decisions you make are balanced. Otherwise, I feel that you may find yourself low on energy if you're allowing yourself to put a finger in each pie that was presented, as it were. So use your discernment. Part of having that awareness and developing it and wielding it effectively in your life is showing discernment, knowing where you need to put your energy and how you need to manage your input. Okay? I feel like for some of you there are feelings of distrust or even betrayal. I feel like you feel that somebody's not showing you or telling you the whole story, but I feel like you're being made aware of this as an opportunity to use it as a platform to move on. I feel like it's just allowing you another reason to let go of what it is that isn't working. I feel like for some of you it might be work or business related. So if you're in partnership with somebody or you're working for a company and you don't agree with their ideals, or you're having business meetings and something's just not gelling, I feel like you're being presented this because it's providing you an out where you don't feel you need to justify you removing yourself from the situation. And I feel like as you move out of this situation or away from, as you distance yourself from what is happening around this deceptive situation, I feel like you're actually going to open yourself up more for higher levels of abundance. In particular, materially, I feel like something is holding you in place. Now you're aware of it. It's being presented to you to allow you a reason to move on, to recognize that this isn't the space for you anymore. But as you do that, and I feel like, yeah, as you do that, there's going to be more money coming in for you because you're freeing up all that space of stuff you don't need anymore in your life. You don't need to be there. You really don't. I'm not sure what's holding you there. The mundane world, we need to pay our bills, we need to pay rent, mortgages, we need to take care of our kids, all that kind of stuff. We need to eat, buy food. But this, you can't, you're wanting more abundance, aren't we all? But I feel like you can almost taste it, and you've been thinking about removing yourself. Spirit is saying, go for it. Detach, move on from this particular situation, this partnership, this alliance, this organization, this job, this relationship, and the abundance will come. I feel like for most of you, it will be material abundance, because you've cut that out of your life. As you consciously walk forward without this taking up space, you're allowing space for more to come to you. I hope that makes sense. I also feel like some of you are expecting an apology from somebody, or you're feeling sorry about something. Spirit is saying it's time for you to learn to let that go. For one reason or another, you're not going to get the apology you want. And that's okay, because that's just something around perceptions, all right? But I feel like you're over-investing emotionally with regards to this apology or this sorry moment. The Spirit is saying you need to move on. Please move on, because it's holding you back from your greatness. They're saying, Spirit is saying it's holding you back from your greatness. However, I feel that around that situation, as you move on, you are actually going to get a type of communication, be it email, text message, phone call, letter, that will explain a bit more about the situation and what was really going on. And then you're going to be able to energetically let it go. It's going to be done. So I hope that works out for you. Whoever needed to hear that message, I truly hope that you find a way to move on from that, because holding on to it is taxing you emotionally. And I feel like for some of you, it's starting to affect you on the physical plane with regards to your health, your physical health. Yeah. Yeah, this area is feeling tight. So I feel like you're closed off, and that needs to be shifted. I feel like some of you need to call on your family for support. Reach out. Spirit is saying you need to reach out to family, or for those that you feel you have a family type relationship with. And some of you may be called on to support family in this time. I feel like some of you have experienced great emotional loss, but it is weighing you down. And I feel like for some of you, it's weighing your whole family down. So it's quite possibly the loss of a loved one. Please know that your spirit teams, your high guidance team, are walking with you. Please call on them for support and love. Yeah, they're saying they need to remember to talk to us, to call us in. You're being held by love, okay? You're being held by spirit. And as you walk through and you're able to forgive, as you're able to let go, as you're able to navigate your way through this, for what some of you, it would have been quite a traumatic experience, quite a deep, deep loss, And as you're finding new ways to connect to your loved ones around what has happened, I feel like there's going to be, you're going to come to an emotional understanding, and you're going to reap the rewards from that, the benefits from that, which will be improved health, which will be stronger connection to family, which will be a new journey for you that's being set in place. Please know that you're loved. Spirit is saying they need to remember that they're loved and that they're supported in all ways, for all ways. All right. I feel like some of you are looking to move towards your faith a bit more through this time of turmoil, through this time of grief and loss and heartache. So please know that as you are looking to move through this, to navigate through this part of your journey, that remember earlier we were talking about this new level of awareness. As you're able to consciously move forward, I feel like you are going to be able to let it go relatively quickly. That doesn't take away from the loss. That doesn't make it any less painful. That means is that you are able to not have the situation be a burden. You're not allowing it to weigh you down anymore. And for those of you where the loss involves a family member or a close friendship, your loved ones would not want you to be burdened by that loss. Their spirit, their soul that is looking, that is observing you from the other side would not want you to be going through that pain and that turmoil. They would not want you feeling heavy. I feel for some of you it's important that you know that. I feel like some of you are blaming the loss on the person who's actually graduated to spirit. And please find a way, and there are ways that you can do that. Please find a way. If you need help, please seek it, to let that go, because it is hurting you. It is causing you pain and heaviness, and you don't need that in your life. Not when you're walking through and using this newfound awareness. You've worked so hard to get yourself to a point where you've taken apart what you saw was your life and you've put it together how you want it, because you're aware of what you do and don't want, and you know how to go and get it. I feel like you guys have been creating for quite some time now, and you are getting recognized, you are getting rewarded for it. And certainly for some of you, that's attached to your financial abundance. But this loss, this turmoil, if you use that growth to cover up the pain, then I feel like that pain is coming to the surface. But please, 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 in all of this, be gentle with yourself. Find that place, that soul space where you can view yourself with love, where you can remember your divinity, because that will help you through the rest of this journey, which I feel like is coming to its conclusion. I feel like a lot of you are ready to move on. Okay. All right. They're reminding me, Spirit is reminding me, saying when you have the choices to make, because of this emotional stuff that's coming, it's coming up now, it's bubbling up. I see it bubbling up through the surface. As you've got these decisions to make, these ones that are presented to you, please make sure you're making them from a balanced decision, from a balanced position. That's really important. or you're just going to add to your upset. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm just going to finish the reading now with a couple of cards, however many decide to come out for you, from the Spirit Oracle deck, okay? What other messages do I have for my Capricorns? Oh, there you go. One just flipped out. Didn't even want to be shuffled. Yeah, beautiful card. All right, I feel like some of you need to take a break. This whole rebuilding stuff and pushing down this emotional stuff that has happened so that you could rebuild, it's taken its toll on you emotionally, physically. I feel like some of you are quite drained. Please take a break. Take the opportunity make the opportunity to have a break. Really just remove yourself and just spend some time with you, okay? Really, really important. Yeah, okay. There it goes, yeah, holiday. And this one, okay, yes, thank you. Okay, so the card that didn't even want to be shuffled was this, renewal, okay? Now, this card talks about resting and just switching off and also taking a break. And you know the next card that came out? Holiday. You need a break, guys. This card in particular talks to those of you that are connected to the sea and anything involved with the sea, you know, ebbing and flowing, tidal patterns, the moon energy as well, dolphin energy. If you feel comforted by the sea, please go and walk along the beach if you have the opportunity. Or put on some soothing music that has sea sounds, because that's quite cleansing for you and quite empowering. And the other card that came out, you got 3. I'm pretty sure this month nobody else has gotten 3 cards. Okay? New direction. So again, this is about you have built a firm foundation. You've dismantled stuff and you've built it according to your needs, desires, and wishes. And this is allowing you to step forward in this new direction. I'm going to read the messages on the back of the cards now, okay? So I'll hold them up again. This is renewal. Rest. Switch off the mind. A short holiday would do you a world of good at this time. A change of scenery results in renewed clarity and a sense of purpose. So that change of scenery, remember we spoke about this difficult situation being presented to you to give you a reason to move on. So this is just validation of that, okay, with a pretty picture and some nice words. All right, so renewal. Love this card. It's very powerful. Okay, now, holiday, yes, you need a break. All right. The spirit of the ocean calls you, offering healing and much needed peace. Come to the water and connect with its endless flow of magic. You need a change of scenery. Take a holiday and all will fall into place. Okay? Lovely. And this one of my favorites in this deck, New Direction. It's such a powerful card. Okay. Life may seem like a whirlwind at the moment, yet there is a divine order to the present circumstance. What may appear as chaos is often angelic forces of the universe at work. After the storm clears, you will be steered in a new direction, a time of renewed health, joy, and abundance. Okay? So, guys, lovely talking to you, and I'll see you again in a couple of weeks for your December reading for 2017. Please take care. If you do need to get in touch with me, all my details are in the description section on my page. All right? And don't forget, please, to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Bye.